Have you ever felt that everything in your car was going bad all at once? That is what the symptoms of a bad VVT solenoid feel like. So, what does a VVT solenoid do? The VVT solenoid function is to control the timing of the intake and exhaust valves, optimizing when they open and close. This helps maximize both fuel efficiency and engine performance. The VVT solenoid ensures the engine gets the power it needs for every activity, from idling to peak performance. When it's faulty, it can cause damage to more expensive parts, so act quickly if you notice these symptoms. Replacing it is inexpensive, and I'll show you how at the end. The first symptom of a bad VVT solenoid is the check engine light. When the VVT solenoid starts going bad, it will affect the movement of the camshaft and, by extension, the crankshaft. Your car's engine control unit, ECU, will then throw up cam crank codes like P0013, P0010, P0015, or P0053. If your car isn't showing any other symptoms, you can save a lot of money by switching out the VVT solenoid. But if you prefer to live dangerously, things can get really bad, like with the next symptom. The second bad VVT solenoid symptom is difficulty starting the engine. If you have to crank your car a couple of times before it starts, you know you've messed up, but it can still be salvaged. When you have a faulty VVT, the camshaft won't open at the right time or for as long as needed to ensure the right fuel-air mixture. This prevents combustion, which makes it difficult to start your car. But if you get the car to start, you're still in for a bumpy ride. The third bad variable valve timing solenoid symptoms is sluggish acceleration. If you find yourself straining your calf muscles, trying to get your car to move faster, resist the urge to panic just yet. Sure, it might be due to a failed catalytic converter or a dirty fuel filter, but the valve timing could also be a problem. When the VVT doesn't advance or retard the valve openings as it should, there won't be enough fuel or air needed for acceleration. Fortunately, you can easily swap out a bad VVT solenoid, and I'll show you how to do that once we're through with this list. So stick around until the end. The fourth symptom of a bad VVT solenoid is a rough idle. Nothing makes you dread red lights like a rough idle. When the VVT solenoid gets bad, your car will vibrate and shake like it's about to flatline. In extreme cases, it can stall. Just like with the previous symptom, rough idling could result from the VVT solenoid struggling with the valve timing, which disrupts the air-fuel ratio. The fifth sign of a faulty VVT solenoid is engine misfires. If your car is vibrating or jerking, especially when you're trying to accelerate, it could be a sign that the pistons aren't getting the fuel they need to keep up. This can happen when the intake and exhaust valves are opening at incorrect intervals. Besides making driving and accelerating unpredictable, engine misfires can damage the catalytic converter. When this happens, you've gone from a simple repair you could have done in your garage to a trip to the mechanic that can cost thousands of dollars. The sixth symptom of a clogged VVT solenoid is strange engine noises. There are two main engine noises that can come from a bad VVT solenoid. The first one is a rattling sound. This happens when the VVT isn't getting enough oil pressure, and you'll hear a rattling or ticking sound. The second and perhaps more troubling sound is the engine knocking or pinging. This happens when fuel burns before the spark plugs ignited. The seventh symptom of a bad VVT solenoid is increased fuel consumption. One of the advantages of a VVT over a traditional valve timing solenoid is that it helps reduce fuel consumption by between 1 and 6%. It does this by perfectly optimizing the valve open times. Unfortunately, when it goes bad, it creates the opposite problem. A lot of fuel ends up being wasted when the valves don't open on time due to poor combustion. The eighth sign is inconsistent engine performance in different RPM ranges. Now, this is a symptom that cautious drivers can very easily miss. When a VVT solenoid goes bad, your car might still be smooth in the 1000 and 2000 RPM ranges, but as soon as you get to 3, your car might vibrate like a rocket on re-entry. At this point, you can probably redeem the VVT with a thorough cleaning. However, if your car begins to vibrate even at lower RPMs, it might be too late. The ninth symptom is excessive exhaust smoke. When a bad VVT solenoid causes poor fuel consumption, you can often expect excessive exhaust smoke to occur soon after. The incorrect valve timing is causing incomplete combustion, and that unburnt excess fuel then comes out of your exhaust as black smoke. However, it's also possible for white smoke to come out of the exhaust. Of course, any color smoke from the exhaust needs to be investigated. The 10th symptom of a bad VVT solenoid is black engine oil. While black engine oil isn't necessarily a sign that the VVT is bad, it is a sign of dirt buildup, which can damage the solenoid. Dirty oil has a high viscosity, which prevents the VVT solenoid from opening and closing smoothly. Eventually, the solenoid will stop working altogether. As worrisome as these symptoms are, the good thing is that you can test and swap out a bad VVT yourself. How to test and replace a faulty VVT solenoid. If you're seeing these symptoms but the check engine light isn't on, here's a simple test you can perform to confirm. You'll need a ratchet, a digital voltmeter, and alligator clips. Step 1. Locate and disconnect the VVT solenoid. It is usually at the front of the engine near the valve cover. Pull out the electrical harness, but don't remove the solenoid yet. Step 2. Test the electrical harness. Put the car on, but don't start it. Next, set the digital voltmeter to DC volts and connect the 2 test leads. If there is voltage, you can then test the VVT solenoid next. If there's no voltage, you then need to check for shorts in the wiring. Step 3. Test the VVT solenoid, turn the car off, and remove the keys for safety. Next, attach the alligator clips to the 2 electrical connections on the VVT. You'll then connect the negative lead to the negative side of the battery and then touch and release the positive lead to see if the VVT moves freely. It might be time to replace the valve if it doesn't move. Now, you might want to clean the VVT solenoid first to see if that fixes the problem. If, after cleaning and changing the oil, you're still experiencing any of these symptoms, it's time to say goodbye to your little friend. Step 4. Install a new VVT solenoid. You've done all the hard work already. Now, just do everything in reverse with the new valve. Afterward, start your engine with the hood open and inspect the solenoid for leaks. If it looks good, clear the error codes and take your car for a test drive. If the engine is performing as it should, your job is done. Symptoms of bad VVT solenoid can lead to engine trouble, but catching them early is key. Spot issues like rough idling or sluggish acceleration to prevent costly damage. Test and replace it easily to restore performance. Don't let a small problem grow into a big one. Like, share, and subscribe for more car care tips. And when you're done here, check out our video on symptoms of a bad starter solenoid.